We moved up to Suffolk, my husband and I, 6 years ago, and we didn't know anybody. And one of the first people I bumped into, because I live in a small town, was Peter, and started to understand his condition and hear his story. And we became friends and we went out cycling. Gradually, I understood that our friendship was lived very much in the moment, and our friendship was sort of a microcosm of how Peter lives his life. I started to blog for him on Facebook and things like that. As I say, when we did more activities and I learnt more about him, I thought there needs to be a book written here. Isn't it odd? Because Peter's never read our book, but it's about a year in the life of Peter from our friendship developing. There's a little bit of humour, there's a little bit of hope, there's some fairly brutal, factual things about living with dementia. And there's the thread of a really pure friendship, because we don't talk about what we had for tea last night or what was on the telly. We talk about the moment, the here and the now. And it's a friendship, from my perspective, based on a huge trust that I'm allowed to write about Peter, knowing he's not reading what I've written about.
The friendship, from my side, that way, is based on a feeling as opposed to a memory. I know Deb's, but I know very little about her. I know that she's my friend, but because my short-term memory is very poor now, I have to trust her with my heart, sort of thing. You know, she's helped me to move to where I am, and I've also helped her to move to where she is. It's all about hope, inspiration, which is something I think we all need, whether it's dementia-related or just in life in general.
We do a lot of talks, Peter and I, and people who've read the book at our talks will come up to us and say it shifted the focus. We can look at this a different way now. It's been really helpful. It's really supportive. There is humour still in life despite a diagnosis.
I never ever thought for one moment that our book would do what it has done and has gone as far as it has. I never thought that from the rubble of a diagnosis that we could actually build something strong out of this and build something to help others. And dementia, in a way, has taken from me, but in another roundabout way, I've probably taken more from it.
On that list of reading well, first of all, it's a huge personal accolade and honour, but I think if that list helps the book reach more people, that's got to be a positive thing. If more avenues are open for people to wander down and find out different information, and I think the Reading Well scheme does that, then on a personal level, that's wonderful, but on a sort of more global level, as it were, that's a fantastic thing.
Living well with dementia has so many different meanings. And in order to live well, it's not just about one individual, it's about many people coming together within a family unit to make that happen. And we're hoping, well, I personally hope that from reading the book, it just changes a few people's lives, just to show people that life wasn't really over with dementia. It was just going to be quite a bit different. And if we embrace the different, it can be a really good place to be.